Have a seat.
I'm fine.
Listen, hon, we were playing the pissed-off litigator while you were still being bathed by your daddy.
My father died before I was born, defending your right to say offensive and sexist remarks like the ones you just uttered here in front of 6 witnesses, all of whom are attorneys and 3 of whom are women. So if this is how you talk to a woman in front of a court reporter, I wonder what interesting tales they have to tell about those late-night discovery sessions.
Let's just take the temperature down a notch.
Take the temperature down? We are not the ones who are seeking depositions. Let me point the facts of this case out to you, all right? Your driver used a private road owned and constructed by my client without permission.
We had permission.
I've seen no such document submitted by counsel.
Permission was verbal.
Permission from who?
Tommy Norris.
Would you ask Mr. Norris to come in here, please?
Listen,
I'm done speaking to you.
May I speak?
Feel free.
I know where you're going with this, and you need to understand a verbal agreement is legally binding in the state of Texas.
If it can be proven. Did you give permission for TTP to use our cutoff to Highway 285?
When 302 was closed for night construction, they asked if they could use a bypass, and I allowed them to.
Did they ask for that courtesy to be extended beyond the closure of the highway?
They did not.
Were you or any MTEX employees aware of their continued use of the road?
I wasn't. I can't speak for anybody else.
You had restricted permission, which had expired. You made no request to extend it. The plane in question was reported stolen and was in possession of the thieves at the time of the accident. But even if it hadn't been stolen, we could land it in the middle of the road whenever we want. It's our fucking road. You had no right, easement, lease, nor permission to use the road. To assert otherwise is false, and the mere insinuation we were complicit in the theft of the plane is defamatory and will be treated as such. Not to mention multiple attempts on record of your partner making a derogatory statement about my gender and stating that I bathed with my father, falsely insinuating an incestuous and criminally sexual relationship with a deceased Army Ranger.
Uncle, we get it.
Do you? Think they hired me because I'm pretty? I charge $900 an hour, you asshole, and you're real close to learning why. So, here's what you're going to do. You're gonna drop this bullshit claim. You, your client, and your insurance company are going to circle up and take your 8-figure settlement like men, or I will sue this firm, your client, and your insurance company for defamation, slander, frivolous and malicious prosecution, intentional infliction of emotional distress, mental anguish, and anything else I can come up with. And when this is over in 7 years, you will be disbarred, and I will hang your law degrees over my fucking toilet.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Would you draft up the settlement, please? And make sure it's withdrawn with prejudice. Oh, no one is leaving but me. Draft the settlement here, have them sign it here.
Don't you want to be here to negotiate the language?
We're not negotiating language. This is a surrender. They sign what you write, and I'll be waiting at the courthouse with CBS News if they don't. Is that how you play pissed off litigator? Didn't think so.
Another round.
Oh, no, thank you, darling.
Sure. Okay, look, we'll go 60-40, 60 your way.
How many wells?
Phase 1 would be 54. Entire field, we're thinking 250, 300. We drilled 6 exploratory wells, hit on 4, all 4 producing over 200 barrels.
What do you need me for?
Well, the banks, Monty. The fucking private banks won't touch fossil fuels anymore. Fill their fucking G5s with our product, but they won't kick over any paper.
How about Lone Star or Plains Capital?
No. They want full recourse, 9% minimum.
Well, now, Danny, what do you think I'm gonna want?
I'm offering you the upside, Monty.
I don't know. I got my own fields to drill. I have 130 wells to work over and another 50,000 acres surveyed and ready to go.
All right, I'll go 65.
Give me a minute.
Yes, sir.
Diamond wants to do a farm out on a drill to earn.
At what?
60-40.
Where?
All along the Val Verde Basin.
Unless they're covered up with smugglers, you leave a truck there overnight, the son of a bitch is gone the next morning. I'm gonna have to perimeter fence the site. I'm gonna have to get security, take the price up per hole about $750. And that's a big risk down south. You don't just stab the ground that shoots up. You gotta find the pockets.
They hit on 4 of their 6 exploratory wells.
Am I building roads?
Don't know.
How many?
54.
I'm gonna have to bring on another 8 crews. Your split sucks.
Well, I'll work on the split.
Are we gonna hold off on the sage flats?
Nope, those are going too.
There's a lot of unhappy drug dealers in that field. We'll need help with that.
I told you, I'm working on it.
All right, I appreciate it. Listen, if you close this deal, I'm gonna need surveys, I'm gonna need seismographs, I'm gonna need geothermal.
Yep, you'll have all of it.
What bank? I need to know how big the microscope up my ass is gonna be.
No bank.
I thought we don't do that anymore.
The stars aligned. We're pushing the chips toward the middle.
You're pushing 300 million chips in the middle, money.
Well, they're my chips, aren't they, Tommy? I get 100% until I recoup. 70% for 12 months after that. 65% perpetuity.
What am I, Monty? A fucking sucker?
No, what you are is an over-leveraged LLC without enough credit to pull the loan. And you're too greedy to offer any collateral or risk any of your profits, so you want no recourse. This is the price. Or, fuck you. Go on over to TPG or Fortress and watch the masterclass they're giving on getting fucked.
All right. You got yourself a deal.
I'll have a contract on your desk by the end of the week.
She has some real attractive options to secure her son's future.
What does Cooper think?
Let's ask him.
What do you think?
$1 million. That's what I think.
$1 million?
You weren't standing on that doorstep this morning at 7 a.m. because you're sitting on a strong case. You want to go to trial? Fine. Her lawyer's going to file environmental claims with the TCEQ. Seek safety and equipment reviews from OSHA and the Railroad Commission. I've been all over these pumps and holding tanks, and I ain't seen one that'll pass yet. Then it's the deposition. And yeah, sure, you might rake me through the coals. But what pearls of wisdom will the other 700 MTEX oil riggers put in the public record? If it's worth $1.2 million to avoid trial, it's worth $3 million. And why are you carrying the load for all this? Where's your insurance company? What the fuck don't you want them to see? So yeah, it's $1 million.
Yeah, I have a counter on the settlement.
A what? Did they hire an attorney?
Came up with it on their own.
They what? Hold on. Let me get in the car. Did you say no attorney?
I'm not in a position to answer that.
You think you're pretty smart, don't you?
Smart enough.
How much?
$1 million?
Jesus, Nate, how the fuck did they know to counter?
One of the family members asked Cooper Norris to sit in.
Tommy Norris's kid? My fucking employee, Cooper Norris?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Jesus. All right, do the $1 million with an NDA and restrict the offer to whoever the fuck he's advising.
With an NDA.
What's an NDA?
It means you can't disclose the settlement or the amount of the settlement with anyone, including other family members.
Which means they don't get it.
That's not fair.
Oh,
No, they all need to get it.
They won't sign unless it's for all three.
Put Rebecca on the phone.
Yes, sir.
Hey there! I thought you were pretty hot shit after that deposition, but looks like you're getting hustled here by a fucking worm off a workover crew. Now, you think this widow is gonna be able to find a litigator to work on contingency?
Not without his help, but I think she can count on that.
Fucking pay it and paper it and then fire that lying, backstabbing son of a bitch.
You can't do that, sir. It's wrongful termination.
Tell him not to worry. I quit.
He is tendering his resignation.
Oh, well, fucking great. It looks like something's finally going my fucking way.
Mr. Harden. Mr. Harden. My name's Cooper Norris.
If you're looking for work, I ain't got none. If you're looking to sell me something, I ain't got no money to buy it with.
I'm looking to make you money.
Yeah? How you gonna do that?
Your oil lease expired in '97.
I don't sell my minerals.
I couldn't afford to buy them if you were. I want the lease.
It's dried up. You have to put a frack well in, and ain't nobody gonna do that for an 80-acre parcel.
No, sir. But they'll do it for 50 of them. That's what I'm putting together. A little pump jack's made for a 1,000-foot well. Your oil seeped up to a crack in the shell. Stands to reason, you drill 7,000 feet, go horizontal, you'll find where your oil seeped in from. And you've held on to the minerals for your grandkids, is my guess. I can help you make them worth something.
You don't look like a landman. Those are working man's boots.
Yes, sir.
I'd want 20% of the royalty.
No, sir. You want 25.
An honest man in a patch.
My word's the only thing I got on this planet. And I won't worry it for money.
Yeah, you say that now. Wait till you get some. You got a business card?
No, sir. Not yet.
Well then, let's head over to the house. Business got to be done over coffee.
Yes, sir.
Damn it. Where's the loon? Oh, who cares? He had me at 4 Seasons.
He wants to leave tonight.
Oh, he wants to leave now, as soon as his luncheon's over.
Okay. This'll work. You trust him.
To do what?
I don't know. I mean...
He's 62 years old. If he tries something I won't do, I'll kick the shit out of him. But I doubt he'll come up with something I won't try. That man is gonna get the blowjob of his life on the flight. And I'm coming home with a condo in Dallas and a Bentley Continental.
What?
Oh, the divorce doctor convention is one hotel over. It's a young woman's game here. No offense.
I'm still offended.
Well, that's life in the Serengeti.
Thank you. I needed this.
You know what you're saying?
I wrote a speech, but I'm not sure that's what I'm gonna say.
Well, you better figure it out fast. That's your luncheon. We have $500 million in debt service. And the president of every bank that holding that paper, they're in that room. And they're looking for any excuse to pull it. We have $700 million worth of leases and loan outs that Monty's death effectively nullified. So you gotta convince them that you're strong, that you're tough, that you don't take any shit. Not going bankrupt is your motivation.
Well, that's where men and women differ, Tommy. Fear alone doesn't motivate us. We need something else.
Well, you better find it.
I've recently heard this room referred to as the Serengeti. Many of you are hunters. You satiate your primal need for conquest by playing the only game in existence where the other team doesn't know it's playing. My husband never hunted. He saw no need. The Permian was his savanna, and you were his sport. I called this luncheon so I could introduce myself to each of you, to squash the rumors and offer you a warning. I'm a hunter too, and like my husband, I don't use a rifle. We are entering the largest energy boom of this century. For those of you coasting on your royalties, I must point out that while you sunburn on the beach in Tulum, I will be underbidding your lease offers, cornering pipeline supplies, and buying your bad debt. Underestimating me is how I buy you out. Now, I have no speech on the futures of energy or my commitment to innovative approaches on drilling or philanthropy or any of that other bullshit you guys like to spew at these things. I'm the largest independent oil producer in the region. The only difference between me and Monty is I'm meaner. Test me and you'll find out how much. Enjoy your lunch. I paid for it with your fucking money.
Hey, you might want to hang here for a minute, okay?
Well, now, why would I do that?
Because I'm gonna get a little rough.
Well, what do you think I'm gonna do?
Cammy, I was just gonna call you. Oh.
Where's my husband's money?
What do you mean? It's in trusts, in your name and in your daughter's names. Oh. Excuse me.
Hey. This will work itself out in a minute.
Sir, this kind of behavior is unacceptable in a restaurant.
This is not a restaurant, it's a club. Restaurant's upstairs, so it's fine down here. Matter of fact, that's what clubs are for. You don't want to be throwing shit at your attorney upstairs in a restaurant. Membership has its privileges. Can I get an Ultra?
We don't carry Ultra.
Well, can you get me the rich man's version of it? Long neck, please.
I have been calling you for days. You, your office, your house. This business has no money, Alan, none. There's lines of credit, but they're maxed out.
I know. And that's why I know, and I'm working.
Oh, Ricky. What is that? Shit's pretty good.
Is this settled down?
What's your name?
Bonner?
Bonner? Mm-hmm. I sound like a beach town. I can't call you Bonner. Tell you what, I'm gonna call you Bob. I can wrap my head around that. So, Bob, here's the deal. Situations like this have to come to a head before it resolves itself, you see? And it's about to come to a head.
How do you know?
Because I'm about to take it there.
What the?
Come here. Come here. Where is our goddamn money?
Stop it!
It's okay.
Sir, if this escalates again, I'm calling the police.
Nobody likes a tattletale, Bob. Alan, where is our fucking money?
Revenue gets paid into a holding account. From there, it funds an offshore drilling company out of Nassau. And from there, it goes into various private equity funds.
We don't know anything about any offshore drilling company.
Well, it was his company, Tommy. He didn't owe you a goddamn explanation.
Well, it's her company now, and you owe her a goddamn explanation for sure.
I just assumed that we would have a meeting and discuss business structure when she was ready.
Alan, we have a $400 million lawsuit against us. I think we're pretty fucking ready.
First thing Monday, my office.
No, my office. And bring all your little partners and little secretaries with little typewriters and shit, the whole shittery. I don't give a damn.
Fine.
All right?
I pay you now, so when I call, you answer me.
I understand.
I don't need you to understand, I need you to do it.
Yes, ma'am. When you call, I will answer.
Man, I ain't seen one of these in ages.
You don't ever see them around here.
No.
Up in the Panhandle, maybe.
How deep is this well?
About 1,000 feet.
Boy, they just preyed and drilled back in the day, huh?
Still producing 5 barrels a day.
That 2-inch.
This is where our next one's going.
But Coop, this is just sucking on a little pocket. You drill any further, there's no guarantees.
This is a fault line. 10, 20,000 years ago, an earthquake opened up a seam to a reservoir about 6,000 feet down.
You got seismic to back that up?
I got 6 wells to back it up. We keep drilling on this line, we keep hitting. Next one goes here.
Let me talk to Tommy and Dale, see what
Hey,
they...
this is my crew now. You not my crew? Yes or no?
Yeah, we're your crew.
Okay, then. We're not running anything by Dale. It's your job to drill, it's my job to choose where. I choose right here.
All right. Let's start working on the pad.
Just wildcatting now. Fucking love it.
Cool.
Yeah. Here we go.
If this thing doesn't work, it's our asses.
Well, if this thing doesn't work, it's a couple $1 million down a dry hole. Our asses ain't gonna begin to cover it.
This went well past the point of defense of another.
Back the footage up 30 seconds, would you?
That's not relevant to this specific complaint.
Everyone with a law degree in the room, raise their hand. Oh, it's just me? Back it up and play it. That's what I'll be showing a jury. And they can decide how real a threat this man posed and what measure of force should be applied to stop him. I noticed, Detective Miller, you were involved in a shooting with a man armed with a pipe wrench.
Okay.
You shot the man 11 times. Why not shoot him in the leg?
Under that specific situation, I couldn't guarantee a shot to the leg would stop the assailant.
But you're trained to make those quick decisions, aren't you? Cooper, how much use of force training have you received?
None.
According to the autopsy, all 11 rounds hit center mass, meaning the first bullet likely killed him, eliminating any threat of continued violence, yet you shot him 10 more times. Let me explain what will happen if this department charges my client. I will go to the family of this man and file civil suit for wrongful death times 10 based on this department's now established policy of holding untrained citizens responsible for knowing when a threat of violence has been eliminated. Then I will go through every officer-involved shooting in this county and file a class action suit on behalf of the family members of every suspect killed in a similar fashion. You getting my drift? I will use your prosecution to bankrupt this county and every one of you. And the more you prove your case, the more you prove mine. Stand up. Is he being detained?
Not yet.
Go home, Cooper. There's my card. Never contact my client again. Think real hard before you charge the man who saved the 22-year-old widow from rape in a back alley with murder. Because I have a pretty good feeling a jury in this county will find the man got exactly what he deserved. But if you do, what's the saying you guys use around here? Fuck with the bull and get the horn? It's a zero-sum game for me, gentlemen. I am a life ruiner. You go after that kid for saving his fiance's life? Ruin lives is exactly what I'm gonna do. Starting with yours.